Pre-game stuff with the fan march, I've never seen anything like that in my life. The Netherlands had shipped in two double-decker open-air buses, and I had the opportunity to ride on the bus with the ambassador, the Netherlands ambassador here for the U.S., and some of the former big stars for the Netherlands football team. And what an experience! They had DJ and music, and people were dancing all around the buses. And you're talking probably 25, 30,000 people surrounding the buses and marching down the roadways to the stadium. What was cool about that was it was also a lot of Japanese fans joined in. And so you had opposing sides coming together and just celebrating and just having a great spirit amongst both sets of fans. And then a lot of the soccer fans from the United States who really didn't even have a dog in the fight came out to experience something like this, and they had a wonderful time.
So now, please welcome the official, non-official, non-sponsor of the Savannah Bananas, but a big fan. Please welcome John Fletcher.
Well, thank you, Jesse Cole, owner of the Savannah Bananas, and welcome to this edition of 15 on Fridays with Fletch. Today we have the busiest mayor in America, Jim Ross, our mayor of Arlington, Texas. After serving in the U.S. Marine Corps, he moved to Arlington, where he joined the Arlington Police Department. After 13 years, he made a career change in 1996. In 28 months, he graduated from law school and became an attorney.
Stuff with the fan march, I've never seen anything like that in my life. The Netherlands had shipped in two double-decker open-air buses, and I had the opportunity to ride on the bus with the ambassador, the Netherlands ambassador here for the U.S., and some of the former big stars for the Netherlands football team. And what an experience! They had DJ and music, and people were dancing all around the buses. And you're talking probably 25, 30,000 people surrounding the buses and marching down the roadways to the stadium. What was cool about that was it was also a lot of Japanese fans joined in. And so you had opposing sides coming together and just celebrating and just having a great spirit amongst both sets of fans. And then a lot of the soccer fans from the United States who really didn't even have a dog in the fight came out to experience something like this, and they had a wonderful time. Everybody was just floored with it. I can't say enough about it.
So is this going to open the door to maybe some new sister cities for the city of Arlington?
Yeah, I mean, we revamped our sister city program. You know, when I became mayor, we had one sister city. There wasn't a really robust sister city program. Well, we changed that. We now have a number of sister cities in the works, including cities in Canada, Mexico, Japan, Morocco, to Qatar, other places. So we are really being robust with our program now. So we have great opportunities all over the world.
What are you hearing from international visitors about Arlington?
They love it. They absolutely love the hospitality. Arlington's the most diverse city in the state of Texas, third most diverse in the country. And I like to say we're the most diverse because we're the most welcoming. And we don't care where you're from. We don't care what your culture is, your ethnicity, your religious preferences, or anything. We want you to come here and have a good time and enjoy the spirit of our city. And I think that people are getting a good sense of why we're the American Dream City.
And as you look at it, some of the comments about the restaurants, I mean, they love Waffle House. I mean, they do love waffles. And I've heard that they had some great reviews on the Irish nachos from Jay Gilligan's, the burgers, I say, from Rodeo Goat. And so you're hearing incredible comments about your restaurants and your hospitality too, as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's we get a lot of comments about the restaurants. You know, people. I'm a restaurateur. Our restaurant's been very busy, and you're right. People love to get a sense of what America is, what Texas is. So you see great barbecue places just getting hit and slammed with that. Hutton's Barbecue, Tato's Barbecue. Arlington classic places, the Candlelight Inn, Jay Gilligan's, all of those places getting wonderful traction as the World Cup comes through here, because those are the places that world travelers want to see. Where are the locals going in Arlington, and what is really Arlington about? And but they also, not just in that, but the traditional American retailers. I'm talking to a bunch of international travelers that went through, and they said one of the first things they did was they wanted to go to a Walmart. They wanted to go to a Target. They wanted to, and go to those type of places. And one of them told me they went to Sam's, and they said we've never seen anything like that. You walk in and it's just this massive warehouse of stuff, from food to clothes to toys to you name it, and they were just all giddy about seeing that, and thinking everything is bigger in Texas, and I guess it's living up to that.
Well, and then also, as you talked about barbecue, the old school barbecue places like David's Barbecue, they want to see where the locals go eat. And
Yeah.
Bud Kennedy had a great article in the Star Telegram that David's is one of the best of the old school barbecue places that you can find. And then also they're going, aren't they, enjoying your Western wear stores too, like Cavender's and Boot
Oh,
Barn, et cetera?
they are buying boots and hats and belt buckles and you name it. They were loading up on the Western apparel stuff, and that stuff is just so cool, just to see them, like, wanting a taste of Texas. So it's pretty exciting to share who we are with the world, and exciting to have the world come here.
Well, and then as you look at some other things that are going on, let's talk about the Japanese, the culture of what they did after that first game. Amazes me. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was there at the stadium, and after the game was over, as everybody was leaving, it was very apparent that Japanese fans were policing their own area. They were picking up trash and taking it to the trash bins, and it became sort of a social media thing where it went crazy, talking about how the Japanese fans were just, keeping everything so clean. It's part of their culture. Last year I was in Osaka and Tokyo, and Tokyo is the largest metropolitan city in the world. And when you go through Tokyo, there are no trash cans on the streets anywhere, but there's also no trash. The Japanese culture, it just keeps everything phenomenally clean, and they take care of their own areas. And people just don't litter. It's just an amazing part of their culture. So it's cool to experience those type of things. And when it goes viral on social media and people start talking about how the Japanese are doing that, you get a sense that we're looking at that going, hey, we could be more like that. And that's why I get real excited about our diversity here in Arlington, because those different perspectives give us a tremendous opportunity to learn from each other. And it was just incredible to see.
Well, what I think you're talking about is community pride and hospitality, and I think that the city of Arlington is definitely on display for that. So tell us about what the hotels and motels are saying about the crush of business.
You know, I I can't speak for those hotels and everything outside of Arlington. In Arlington, they're just loving it. They're full up. We have tons of visitors coming in. They've booked up for a while now. They really, truly are having a good time. So, people are behaving. We're not having any difficulties with stuff. So, the more heads in the beds that we put in the hotels, the better we all like it. That means there's more people shopping in our stores, eating in our restaurants, buying stuff here in Arlington. And we love the fact that people are coming from all over the world to spend money here in our backyard.
So, how is the World Cup positioning Arlington in front of prospective new corporate relocations and new operations?
Well, in the last 5 years, there have been 13 new world or North American headquarters that have moved to Arlington and now call Arlington home. That's created almost 30,000 new jobs in Arlington. So I think what the World Cup does for us is it highlights the fact that we are a very diverse community who is very welcoming to everybody out there, and you get a sense of why we're attracting so many international businesses here. Just this year, we hosted the inaugural Texas Japan Economic Summit here in Arlington. We're going to be hosting it 2 more years at least, if not more. And the fact that the Texas Japan Council chose Arlington is not a coincidence. We worked on those relationships for a long time, and those relationships are paying dividends now. So it's been extraordinarily exciting. Yesterday, no, day before yesterday, my days are getting all mixed up now. I had the Royal Princess of Japan come and eat at one of the restaurants here in Arlington. And I had an opportunity to meet her and talk to her. When you get a member of the royal family coming to your city and going to the FIFA match and eating in your restaurants and doing all those things, that's something special. And it doesn't happen every day, but they come here. They do that because they're enjoying it. She could have been leaving early, but she stuck around after the FIFA game, and she was here for another day or two.
Let's take this quick break. We're going to break into a second segment, but we're visiting with Jim Ross, the mayor, the busiest mayor in America, the mayor of Arlington, Texas.